Like, share, and subscribe. Well, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking, and boy, do I have some good news in my candle charts for you. This is the monthly right here, and we have good news in the weekly also, and I'm going to go over that with you shortly. But first, I gotta tell you where Grandpa made a mistake this morning in one of his live streams. I did one about 3:20 this morning, a.m. Eastern. Grandpa shouldn't get up that early, but I did. And the Wall Street estimate was 480,000 vehicles. And Grandpa said it was 280,000. And I said my estimate was 300,000, but my estimate was really 500,000. And what did it really do? It did 484,500. 484,500. So it beat expectations. And but I also said that if it came in around 480 or 485, or at least that's what I meant to say, that it was just going to go nowhere. But it did go up some. From where we were at least. Tesla closed 6 cents down from the high today. The high was 251.25. Not from the high, from the close yesterday, we were down 6 cents, just a little bit in the red. The low is 244.41, and it closed at 248.42. And the current price is 248.75. If it would have closed there, we'd have been in the green. We're in the green now. So she's slowly inching upward after hours, and the indexes, QQQ or NASDAQ, whatever you want to call it, they were down major. Actually, Tesla outperformed everybody pretty substantially. SPY was down. The NASDAQ or the Dow was up just a little bit, but Rivian, they met expectations and dropped 10% today. If you've heard of Rivian, 10%. That's nasty. Okay, so throughout the day, the market makers were buying at 239 times 1. They did a ton at 243 times 4, 400 shares buying per blink, and blinking 20, 30 times a minute. They bought at 230 and they bought at 239.80, just about 240 times 1. But after hours, they're down there at 187.50 times 1, but maybe blinking once a minute. It's just real slow. On the other hand, they're up at $310 shorting. But there again, if they do it once a minute or once every couple minutes, that's all we're getting out of that. So, let's see. Early on when they were pulling it up, they were up at 268.77. Now that's Grandma's number. That's the number where Grandma's going to sell some shares, and she will sell them there. And I think this week yet. We shall see. Other than that, they were around 258 area, predominantly shorting throughout the day, times 100 shares a blink. And yeah, Grandpa, I'm only off by 200,000 cars. How am I supposed to know how many cars there are around? Anyway, this is the first candle in the monthly chart, or let's see, second. No, first. Today is the first trading day of January. First 1 day old candle, and look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. Green candle starting the month out. That's a terrific sign. We are on our way to the races. It don't look too bad in the daily, or I mean the monthly. And let's look at our weekly, because I like that weekly. That's where our W's at. Now, we got a red candle in the weekly, but I'm not worried about it, and I'll tell you why. Let's look at our W. Down, up, down, up. And you see this candle? You see the wick on the bottom? This is a hammer candle. I don't care if it's red, pink, or green. This is a hammer candle, and it's a beauty. And that's a sign of strength. This bus is going up. You got the monthly saying it's going up, and you got the weekly saying it's going up, and you got Grandma saying it's going up. If Grandma thinks it's going up, it's going up. So, up here's the 268.77s, 269 area where Grandma wants to sell. When it breaks through 269, we're off to the races. Then she's going to fly. Grandpa's thinking we're just going to go up there and get Grandma's fills eventually here this week, and maybe do a little retracement by then. But Grandpa could be wrong, or was wrong this morning about Tesla going to Mars. But, we're playing against a supercomputer, and the main thing is be patient and wait for your opportunity. Don't let them fake you out. They're going to probably try to bore us to death tomorrow. Who knows what they'll do? So let's look. So this is beautiful right here in the weekly, and that's a strong signal. Let's look at the daily. And I know we got a red candle in the daily, but we just got our bear flag here. Here we got a good wick on both these, and kind of like you got a good couple of wicks down here, this area, and off she goes. Couple wicks on the bottom, up she goes. Well, we got two of them here, and up she goes. Up, up, up. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Right now, the price is about $248.75, real close to it. So, and they're both still doing the corners. Other than that, there's not much happening at all out away from the price point, just the 187.50 and the 310. So Grandpa, tomorrow, I think we're gonna do that 257, 259 area. Might get a buying opportunity down in the 242 area. Who knows? But for a range, hey, what was the range today? Let's see. Between the high and the low, $6.70, something like that, I think. So not too awful bad. bad, not too awful good. Pretty quiet. Yeah, it was pre-market. They in the first 10 seconds pre-market this morning at 4 a.m. Eastern, they they jumped $2.30 in the first 10 seconds. It was just crazy. They went up, and they know how to get a guy excited. I can tell you that. That got Grandpa's blood pressure up. I couldn't sleep hardly at all after that. But Grandpa will sleep better now. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow. All good things are from the Lord, and Lord willing, I will see you tomorrow in morning. I hope I don't wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning again. I don't mind doing live streams, but when Grandpa's awake, Grandpa's gotta do something. We got a drip in the sink, under the sink. If Grandpa's gonna be a plumber tomorrow. Thing is, if I get crawled underneath that sink, who's gonna get me out of there? I don't know. It's not gonna be good. Grandma probably shut the cupboard door, and Grandpa will never get out. Okay,